In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build your own motor. To start with, you need to have the metal field pole, mounting bracket, and copper wire. Leave 2 inches of the wire sticking out, and then wrap the coil in one direction. This should give you about 50 coils, and now thoroughly sand about 1 inch off the ends. Now we're going to make the armature. First, sand off 2 inches off of the end of each copper wire. Taking the armature halves, place the motor shaft in between them, but make one end about a 1/4 inch longer than the other. Leave about 2 inches of wire hanging out and wrap one side tightly 8 times. Make sure the coils are tight. Cross over and then do another 8. Again, try to make the coils as tight as possible, making them uniform. Wrap it 8 times. Then go back, cross over, and continue this wrap 8, wrap 8, wrap 8 process. If you did this evenly, you should end up with the wire on the opposite side of the armature. Make sure you thoroughly sand the exposed wire. Next, I'm going to put on a 7/16 inch of tubing and then carefully insert the commutators. These will fit very snugly. Just be patient and insert them into the holes. Push them together and then bend the wires out to hold them in place. Next, remove the excess with cutters. Now we're going to add more tubing to hold everything in position, but leaving you about a 1/4 inch free on each end. Now we're going to attach the electromagnet to the 2 holes in the base plate. This just snaps into position. Now the 2 upright support shafts get positioned in the holes on each end. Next, take a brass fastener and insert it all the way through on each of the 2 holes shown. Now flip it over and open up the legs of the fastener, but be sure they do not make contact with each other. This will cause a short. Now take each end of the wire and wrap it firmly around each brass fastener, making sure they don't touch each other. Now take each brush and about a 1/4 inch from the end, bend it at a 90-degree angle. These will both be inserted into the 2 smallest holes in the center of the base plate. On the one side, you're going to put the fastener legs together and loop the end of the brush over it and then open them again to hold them in place. And now we have brush 1 done. Time to do the other. For this side, insert a new fastener into the hole and repeat the same process as you did on the other side. The brushes should be upright and parallel to each other. Now take the completed armature and gently place it into the support shafts, making sure the brushes are on the outside of the commutator. Now we need to make sure it spins freely. This may require opening the metal field pole a little bit. Now we want to add the battery holder, which just snaps into place. Next, remove some of the insulation. Push the red wire through the hole, and then make contact with the brass fastener underneath. For the black wire, you can either make contact on the top or on the bottom, just repeating the same process. Wrap it around the brass fastener to make a good electrical contact. Now insert a fresh battery in your own DC motor.